The media repeatedly tells us that Hong Kong's new security law destroyed human rights in the city and removed freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and the freedom to hold demonstrations. Pretty shocking stuff. But have you noticed something? The press tells you that the new Hong Kong law is draconian, but never actually quotes it. I'm going to tell you what the Hong Kong security law actually says, and then let's look at what the new British security laws say. Thus, we're all equipped to make up our own minds about the matter. First, how exactly does the Hong Kong security law destroy human rights? This is what it says on that topic. Article 4, human rights shall be respected and protected. That's it. So how does the Hong Kong security law destroy freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom to demonstrate? These items are all listed as things to preserve. They must be protected, it says. Hong Kong security law also restates our community's adherence to international covenants on human rights and freedoms. These too shall be protected in accordance with the law. But, I hear you say, didn't the press report that the law banned marches and demonstrations? Yes, they did say that, but it's not actually true. The law doesn't stop protests, even outside government headquarters. What the Hong Kong law does do is prohibit anyone from attacking or damaging the premises and facilities used by the body of power of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region to perform its duties and functions, rendering it incapable of performing its normal duties and functions. In other words, you cannot burn down or blow up the government HQ so badly that it can no longer be used to govern. Okay, so that's what Hong Kong's draconian security law says. I'll put a full unedited PDF of it on our website so you can read it yourself, cover to cover, if you want. Now let's look at the new security law in Britain. It's too long to read out to you because it's actually a cluster of laws and amendments. They are extraordinary. They give police forces very broad authority to restrict public protest in numerous ways. For example, if officers are given the ability to consider actions by one person as a protest demonstration. Police no longer have to wait until offenders cause disruption. They can take action against protests they believe will be too noisy. If officers allow protests to take place, they can set a start time and a finish time, and protesters who disregard this can be charged with committing a criminal offence. Police are also given the right to search people, even if they don't have grounds for suspicion. Folk in the vicinity of a protest can be detained for going equipped to lock on. That means carrying a bicycle lock or a tube of super glue. And what about adherence to international laws on human rights and freedoms? The British government said it plans to repeal the Human Rights Act, which embeds the European Convention on Human Rights in UK domestic law. Can British people protest outside government HQ like we can? No, a 2011 Act which prevented protests around the Houses of Parliament was amended this summer to increase the protest-free area. Police have been confiscating equipment from those who approach. I could go on, but you get the picture. The two sets of laws are very, very different. The Hong Kong security law reiterates the importance of respecting, preserving and protecting human rights and freedoms. The British one, well, look at what the British themselves say about it. The civil rights advocacy group Liberty said the new rules were a staggering escalation of the government's clampdown on dissent. Several people used another word, draconian. So don't believe what journalists write. That includes me. Read widely, think critically, make up your own mind about things. Peace.